What's going on? Thanks for checking out this video. Oh boy, this was not the video I was planning to make tonight. Not at all. But while surfing around looking for stories to cover, and there were plenty to choose from, I just happened to stumble upon this doozy right here. I'm bounding into comics, revolving around an interview with Ron Howard. Now, I don't know what the main topic for this interview actually was, and I don't really care enough to check. The only part I'm concerned with was when he was discussing his film Solo, a Star Wars story, and Lucasfilm. Now, to preface this, he just made a few off-the-cuff comments during an interview with New Musical Express, and I'm sure he didn't really give them too much thought, but I'm so staunchly opposed to what he claimed about Lucasfilm, I just had to bail on the other stories to focus solely on this. If you've been beyond fed up with KK and Lucasfilm shit from the past 7 or 8 years like me, you'll understand why in a minute. Alright, let's get into it. Solo, a Star Wars story director Ron Howard makes bizarre claim that Lucasfilm loves the fans and they really do listen.
You serious?
There's just so much wrong with that one little sentence that I was actually having a difficult time figuring out where exactly to begin. But we'll get to it. Solo, a Star Wars story director Ron Howard recently made the bizarre claim that Star Wars parent company Lucasfilm actually loves their fans and listens to them despite repeated evidence to the contrary, where they have derided and denigrated them. You're damn right they have. Speaking with NME while providing an update on a possible sequel to Solo, a Star Wars story. Oh God, please no. Howard first indicated Lucasfilm has no intentions of making a sequel after the film bombed at the box office, despite the film being an obvious vehicle for spin-offs with the return of Maul and the recasting of Lando Calrissian and Han Solo with younger actors. Howard told the outlet, "The only discussion that I'm aware of about a sequel for Solo is coming from the fans at this point." He added, "I don't think it's a Lucasfilm priority as I understand it." Howard then went on to claim Lucasfilm loves its fans. He stated, "But there's some great characters launched, and the folks from Lucasfilm love the fans and really do listen, so I would never say never, but I'm not aware of any concrete plans right now to extend the story or deal with that particular set of characters." Oh, Lucasfilm just loves the fans. It's hard to imagine Lucasfilm loves its fans when Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy made it crystal clear from the onset that she set out to radically alter the company and the products it creates. Back in 2015, at Fortune magazine's Most Powerful Women Summit, Kennedy revealed the role she played in making Rey the main character in Star Wars The Force Awakens. Yeah, the Force is female, remember guys? Yeah, so all of that talk about wanting Star Wars to appeal to both boys and girls was such bullshit. Miss Kennedy only had one thing on her mind, ensuring the Star Wars brand catered to women primarily. But anyway, whatever, I'd much prefer to focus on this comment from Ron Howard, where he said that Lucasfilm really does love and listen to their fans. Because I'd really like to know which fans exactly he's referring to. Because I can promise you one thing, if you were a fan but just so happen to have different political opinions than the people at Lucasfilm, you can rest assured they have absolutely no intention of giving you what you want to see in their products and have zero love or appreciation for you. I mean, the most recent example is that friggin' show Andor. I mean, why would they give the fans a fun Star Wars adventure when you can make it about the Trump era and instantly alienate at least half of your audience before the show ever even airs? That's what fans were asking for, right? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, if you were able to ask these people face to face, I have absolutely no doubt you'd be told that you aren't welcome because they don't want someone like you as a fan. And we know this, and so many people who are still or at one time were working for Lucasfilm attack such people on Twitter all the time. And Lucasfilm never denounces their behavior. I mean, who can forget everyone's favorite Lucasfilm jerk, Pablo Hidalgo, who one time actually called Star Wars fans shitty a-holes and shitheads, and pretty much every single ist word in the book. And he loves the phrase toxic fandom, which I absolutely despise. You're not a toxic fan, you're an unhappy paying customer, which you have every right to be. You shouldn't be forced to like the garbage that they're spewing out. No, yeah, and he also mocked the guy with the biggest Star Wars fan channel on YouTube, Star Wars Theory, for crying when he saw Luke Skywalker at the end of Mandalorian Season 2. Of course, once it started going viral, he played victim and claimed he was just being sarcastic. Yeah, that's what I call appreciating your fans. Yeah, let's keep it going. What about Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian himself? I'm sure you remember this gem he shared on his Twitter account. So as you can see, he obviously has absolutely no respect for any fans who voted for a certain 45th president. I also seem to remember him offering zero support for Gina Carano when she was being canceled by Lucasfilm and Disney over her opinions on Twitter. They sure didn't give a shit what Gina fans wanted, and it was just more proof that they're only interested in the correct opinions. How about some more examples? We have Star Wars author Chuck Wendig, who called fans white supremacists. I'll give you 2 guesses which fans he was referring to, but you only really need one. And then we have this psychopath, Christina Ariel, who took it even further than the rest of them. She wasn't just going after fans because of their political affiliations. She hates all fans who committed the ultimate crime of being born with white skin. How dare you for being born white? And surprise, surprise, Lucasfilm never canceled her for this. And last but not least, Rian Johnson. Oh, Rian Johnson. This guy still to this day just can't accept the fact that he made the worst Star Wars film in the history of the franchise, and pretty much everyone hates it. And the fact that he's largely responsible for ruining the entire sequel trilogy. And he too routinely attacked fans on social media because we had the audacity to not like his trash movie. We're all man babies, according to this guy. So yeah, anyway, I could go on all day, but I really think you get the point by now. Lucasfilm never once denounced any of these people for doing this shit. And that's because the only fans Lucasfilm gives a damn about are the normies who always just get hyped for product, consume product, then wait for next product, without ever asking questions and never criticizing them. Criticism, that's most certainly not allowed, or else you're just a toxic fan, and a racist too. Yeah, sure, we'll throw that in there as well, why not? And if you don't have the same obsession with the woke agenda and support the quote-unquote correct side of the political spectrum, then you're their enemy. And sure, some may argue that all of these things that were said by these people happened years ago, but it does not matter. Attacking the fandom is never ever acceptable in my eyes. It's absolutely unforgivable, and crap like this should never be forgotten with time, especially at the level to which they all attack the fan base. And sure, even though I've been completely checked out on Star Wars for years now, I just couldn't care less anymore. I still didn't want to let this one pass by. Sorry, Ron Howard, you're just flat out wrong. Lucasfilm is trash, and they sure as hell don't love or listen to their fans. Anyway, that's it. Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button and check out one of these other videos I uploaded recently. Or consider subscribing if you want more content just like this. I'll catch you all later.